Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, if you are following my live stream, I have actually done a live stream yesterday, but unfortunately, after a incoming phone call, the remainder of the live stream it is totally in silence. Yep, because the voice has not been captured, so I have no choice but to actually delete the entire yesterday stream. It will not be available on Twitch and on YouTube as well because more than two-thirds of yesterday's stream was in pure silence. And I can't remember what I've been talking yesterday, and I can't really dub over it, so I've decided to remove yesterday's live stream. And anyway, you guys didn't really miss much for yesterday's live stream because it's actually there isn't any live call in, only sorry, my stuff just slide across the rear bench. Okay, anyway, yeah, you guys didn't miss anything much yesterday. There isn't so much of any live engagement, so it's pretty how should I put it? Uh, it's pretty normal, so I can actually just remove that. Okay, but just let me fire up the dashboard so that I can see what's going on. Yep, for those who just joined in, welcome to the stream, right? So let me get the normal things, the usual stuff get going first. All right, there are two ways in which you can actually join me and engage with me in this live stream. One is using the chat function itself. You just type in your questions, opinions, comments, and what have you, in the chat function itself, and then I will go through them during the live stream. Alternatively, or if you have got the Discord account, you can actually join me live and then talk to me live on air. Yes, by using the my Discord link that's actually found on the Twitch profile itself. So you just go over to my Twitch profile, just click on the Discord link, and yep, just join my server. It's actually an invitation to join my server anyway. So just join my server and then look for this on air live, in which you won't miss it. There's this red button that says live. So click on it, join the voice channel, turn on the microphone, and then we can talk to each other live on air, right? So that is the other way that you can actually go about doing it. If let's say you like to talk to me, you don't have a Discord so-called account, you can actually go and join in. It's actually for free. Yes. Then yep. So talking about Discord, I think I mentioned this yesterday. I think the previous stream that was done on Sunday, last Sunday. Yeah, it's been a week. So I have got VOID, Void, with me on air. Then we actually discussed quite several stuff. And yeah, the only thing is that if you actually go to my YouTube to rewatch the recorded stream itself, be it on YouTube or on Twitch itself, notice that we didn't really manage to capture voice. So yeah, there's some technical issues in which I will look into, and then probably I should be able to resolve it because yeah, I think throughout the entire conversation we had the other day, I think Void has been quite soft spoken. So although I can still hear him very clearly during the live so-called live stream, but unfortunately when it actually goes to the recorded stream itself, his voice is actually pretty soft. So I tried to do post production to actually to ramp up the volume and stuff like that, but in the end it gets too over amplification, and then you can actually hear a lot like the ambient noise like the aircon vents, my turn signal, and the turn signal has become so loud that it feels like lightning. I mean thunder. So I have no choice but to sacrifice voice in that live stream itself. So hopefully we can actually do better the next time round, and we can actually resolve all this technical issue, right? So that's for the live stream. So if you're watching this live stream as a recorded stream on both Twitch and YouTube itself, yeah, you're welcome to actually leave your comments as well. So be it like you're watching my old streams that is probably months away on YouTube itself, yeah, just feel free to put in the comments. I will actually look through them. And yeah, talking on the note on Twitch and YouTube itself, with effect from I think 1st September, Twitch will actually only allow recorded stream for up to 7 days. Currently, right now it's 14 days, so you can still see my live stream that is done within the last 2 weeks, 14 days. But moving on, they will probably you'll only be available to watch for 1 week. But for my case, I'm still not too sure. I'm still waiting for 1st of September because I'm Amazon Prime member. So I think they do extend to people like myself who are Amazon Prime member to 14 days. So probably there's no change, right? And if let's say you watch anything that's older than 14 days, you can actually go to my YouTube channel, in which the link is also be found on my Discord, not Discord, no, on my Twitch profile, right? So that's for YouTube. So you can actually rewatch back all the way until I think until 1st of May 2022. Yes, that's my first recorded, downloaded and recorded and re-upload to YouTube itself, the streams. Right, so that is for recorded stream, and also if you like to private message me and stuff like that, you can feel free to do so over at my other social media handle, in which I also attached in my Twitch profile. You have got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, yeah. So those are the few. Uh, you can also reach me on Facebook, in which is actually the same as for Instagram because they are using the messenger function as well. And also which other channel? Actually there are quite a couple of social media platforms itself. I think over the past 2 weeks, why am I so busy? Because there's also a lot of ding dong here and there with regards to social media platforms and stuff like that. Uh, which are the more promising channel? Which are the channel that's going to erode off and stuff like that. So still looking into the general, so-called everybody's acceptance, because we really need to look into the demographic into every single country. Like for example, over at this part in Southeast Asia, Facebook, Instagram is still going strong, although there's a emerging trend of having TikTok and stuff like that. Whereas in probably over in the US, Facebook is not that premium. Probably people will look into things like Twitter and stuff like that, right? So I think in this part of the world, Twitter is still not as how should I put it, being used generally, right? So yeah, that I think social media platform, that should be another topic for another day, right? So today, like what I mentioned on Friday, we are still going to go through the same topic as last week itself. Is still on relationship, about the trust level. And yeah, so if you are online, if you like to share anything with regards to issues on relationship or anything, also if let's say you don't want to talk about the topic itself, you can feel free to to start a new topic, start a new friend. There's no hard and fast rule on this channel itself. So basically, this is an entertainment channel in which you will accompany me as a virtual passenger when I'm driving around, right? So yeah, so that's about it. All right. So today is the 21st of August. It's a Sunday. The time now is about 6:18 p.m. local Singapore time, GMT +8. Right, so I also noticed that I've got viewers that are mainly from overseas, from the other side of the globe, right? So welcome. It could be good morning to you. Yeah, just probably just started your Sunday. Okay, so let's yeah, because today is Sunday, so probably let's sum up. So if let's say you have anything to share with us, just feel free to type in the chat box itself. or if you would like to go through the Discord and have a conversation with me, feel free to do so as well. I mean, as tried and tested on last Sunday's live stream, I managed to talk to Void, and we actually have a very, how should I put it, a good sharing session, starting with a relationship, and then we revisited the older topic on doxing itself, right? So, yep. So feel free to to join in and to say hi, and then we will continue from there, right? Uh, Weather for now is actually pretty nice. We're coming to the evening already. I think the sun is pretty good. There's pretty nice clouds as well. Nice cloud covers, and yeah, everything looks nice. Right. So, in fact, today, right now, I've got a lot of time to spare. My next so-called appointment is at 7:45, almost like 8 o'clock. The time now is only like 6:20. But I'm not going to do an extremely long live stream unless we have got really a lot of guests coming on board, and then to share a lot of things, and yeah, then I can actually extend till then. But if there's no one in the live stream itself, I'll try to keep it as much as like 20 odd minutes, and then I think that should be it. Right. So right now I'm at West Coast Road, and then that's the West Coast McDonald's. Right. So okay. I think for next week, probably we will do some other topic itself. Of course, I think there are quite a few of you who wrote in on a few topics, but I wouldn't want to do something that's actually controversial, in the sense that I might not be able to handle the topic itself. I don't want my channel to be strike off because of unable or mishandling of certain things, certain stuff. So actually, to be honest, I'm thinking of some disclaimer clause to be included in the live stream description itself. But then, yeah, to some extent, they are useful, but more often than not, uh, eh, I don't know. I think I will think about it. I'll probably put it there so as to safeguard myself and to any of the guests, in the channel itself. Like for example, maybe I could have probably two or three guests online with me, but just because the things that somebody said is actually quite out of place, I don't want to be, kind of like penalized for the things that he or she has said, as well as the rest of the guests who are actually on board itself. So I would probably include certain disclaimers, like what individual has mentioned has got nothing to do with the rest of the people, and we don't really so-called endorse on the opinion. Neither are we against the opinion. It's just merely just talks and stuff like that, right? I think that should be good enough, right? Um, yeah, I think that's that, right? As usual, I am now probably driving around, and yep, taking a slightly longer route to my destination. But well, uh, in Singapore terms, in terms of driving and stuff like that, I'm still very, very, very early. Even if I drive like 1 kilometer per hour, I'll still be able to make it in time for my 7:45-ish appointment itself. So what I'm trying to do here is to take a longer route, take probably a detour, and then to go to the destination so that I can actually still carry on with this live stream to talk to you guys, right? Okay, I've got somebody who commented. You have to give me a moment. Yes, just in time. I have red likes in my favor, so I will read your comments. Just give me a moment. Hey, right. Okay, who is that? Ah, Void. Hey, hi, how are you? Just talking about you. So I think last Sundays we had the session over at Discord itself. Unfortunately, I can't really capture your voice during the Twitch so-called playback. It's actually pretty soft, so I tried to try to amplify your voice, but at the same time by amplifying it, I also amplified the other so-called ambience. How should I put it? Ambience noise as well. So yeah. So then at certain part where I think I was doing some turning or some changing of lane where I have got my turn signal on, and it really sounds like that's thunder. So I think no, I don't think that's actually very appropriate, right? So yeah, thank you for your understanding, right? So that's why you look at it I think on the YouTube itself, the last Sunday stream, the part that you're talking, I think it is actually quite a flat line itself. So yeah, better yeah, so I better not you know um, matter with it so much. So moving on, I think what I can do is we can actually improve on how we can actually capture the sound for not only for yourself and then for other people who are actually using the Discord function for the discussion itself. So yeah, quite a couple of things in place at the moment. So until we tried it, right? Well, how have you been? Good, I would say. Just that busy for the past week itself. If you notice, for this week itself, from last Sunday, I didn't stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The only first stream I tried to do is on Friday, and yesterday I tried to do another stream, but was interrupted by a phone call in which the rest of the live stream, there's no voice captured. So yeah, I've kind of like deleted yesterday's stream because yesterday's stream is not so much, nothing much, to be honest, because it's merely myself talking, and to also do some explanation as well, right? So in which I have to do it today because today is already a Sunday already. We have to wrap up the topic and stuff like that. So for this week itself, we are actually recycling last week's topic on relationship. But no worries if let's say we are sick and tired of relationship questions and stuff like that, we can actually talk about some other things as well. So no obligations, no restrictions. We can just chat anything under the sun, right? So yep. And also for tomorrow, still planning for tomorrow's topic, then we can actually talk about it and then discuss it over the next week itself. I think most likely I will not want to talk about relationship issues. I just want to give you a break and we can actually discuss about some other things like I know I think offhand I don't have any interesting thing for now, but I suppose like given time, given opportunities for others to actually also come up with ideas and stuff like that, then we should be able to have a good topic for next week itself, right? Hmm. Okay, boy, you have to give me a while. I can see that you have got uh, some chats on the chat function itself, but you have to bear with me because I'm quite an old man already. I can't really see the fonts on my screen as much. So as much as I would love to, to be spontaneous, to be able to talk to you seamlessly, uh, I think I'm not able to do that. So my apologies first. But once I reach the next sets of likes, I will, provided it turns red, I will try to, to get back to you. Right? Yes, it's red light. Just in time. Okay, just give me a moment. Let's see. Oh, what is tomorrow's topic gonna be? Any ideas? There are a few. I mean, yesterday during yesterday's live stream, I did mention there are quite a fair bit of you know um, suggestions and stuff like that coming in. But yeah, certain topics I will try to avoid because they are kind of like sensitive. Actually, it's more to local Singapore-based kind of thing in which the topics in which if let's say I were to bring them up, I might be prosecuted for certain things that may not be true or may not be, I would say may not be 100% true, but can be half true. But yeah, I would rather not take the chance because I'm not that capable of doing that. I'm not from mainstream media, or do I have any of this I don't know, journalist license to to probe into certain things, to give my comment and stuff like that. So rather play safe. I would at the moment try to avoid some of the sensitive, touchy topics, right? So yeah, we can also discuss about some other things as well. We can also discuss about, it's coming end of August already. Then we are expecting like the Apple next event that's coming up, which is all the iPhone 14. I don't know, maybe they change. They are no longer using number system or whatsoever. You never know. So yeah, we can actually talk about anything under the sun. So if let's say anybody has got any nice, interesting topic for us to share and to talk about, feel free to let me know. At least all these are not so controversial. I can actually talk about them, anytime, any day, right? So yeah, I think that should be good. Or Void, do you have anything for us? What do you think is an interesting topic for us to discuss for next week? Yeah. So I mean, we are pretty open, so no worries. And another thing I want to share yesterday, uh, yeah, I think some of the comments, some of the private message I received on the social media uh, DMs are getting more and more bold. So I know you know who you are, but yeah, I would like to reiterate again. This is a matured content, so-called channel. Mature content in the sense that because it's a live stream, and I know myself, I tend to um, probably swear a lot, but as much as possible in the live stream you notice that I actually tone down a lot. But the thing is that this is a live stream. I do invite guests, or people or viewers to participate and stuff like that. So eventually, someone might inevitably blurted out a few vulgarities and stuff like that. So I just take it as an insurance against people who heard all this and then report the channel that it's not safe for children, whatsoever thing. So that's why it's mature content only. So for those who are actually coming in, you can actually expect certain number. I wouldn't say certain number of vulgarities because I don't really promote that. But in case if anybody were to out of the blue suddenly just blurt out something, and I also things I don't have a live machine to beep up the words that's being said. So yeah, so that's why it's classified as matured content only. So don't expect cheeky and saucy stuff over here because I will not talk about all those type of things. Yeah, you can actually message me and talk to me about all this under private message, in which I will reply you, but doesn't mean that I'm going into all these type of topics, right? So I made that clear. Okay, so yeah, just give me a moment. It seems like mm, all the lights are green at the moment. Oh yes, another one red coming, which is great. Okay, right. So let's see. Okay, where am I? Mm, it's funny how you actually like relax. Oh, fair. Not really. I just wanted to hang out. I'm pretty blank on ideas. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, when you are watching other people's channel, it's like, oh, yeah, you can actually talk about this, that, yeah, it'll be interesting. When it comes to your own channel and you're actually hosting it, yeah, I just blank, right? There are certain things in which, I don't know, it's pretty difficult to explain, but it is as it is. I mean, I also understand, back to the topic on relationship, I think I remember somebody shared a story, uh, but I haven't got the permission if I'm able to share the story and stuff like that. So basically, you can be a very smart and a smart person, very diligent. You can be like a managerial position. You can actually give commands. You can actually lead a group of people, men, women, in the work and stuff like that. But when it comes to relationship, you tend to become a little bit more stupid. So that's how one of the uh, viewers with this comment, and then I think it's shared like, my partner is actually a very smart and capable person, who actually leads a lot of things, who actually undertook a lot of projects and stuff like that. But when it comes to, uh, the two the, the two the two of them when they're actually having their outings or dinner or dating and stuff like that, then all of a sudden you become the dumbest person in the world. It's like certain things in which um quite a no-brainer kind of thing. Then it's like, yeah, you cannot perform it. So I don't know, because I haven't really been in any form of relationship here and there. But I understand that sometimes, when you are in front of the person that you actually probably admire, love, or I don't know what's the actual term to it, you tend to become more mm, stupid in a sense. I don't know, right? Yeah. So actually, you know what? If you guys would actually share with me stories and whichever thing, you can actually at the end of the day, right, you can actually include things like, yeah, you can share the story, so I can actually take note of it. At least, I can actually share it live on air. But then the things that I may omit out the names and stuff like that, so at least not to appear too so awkward. So I think moving on, if let's say if you guys would like me to probably mention, like giving me the green light to share, then I will do so. If let's say like you share the story with me, and at the end of the day when I reply you, like, can I share this? You just reply and then just let me know whether it's okay or not and stuff like that, right? So yeah, and yeah, that's, I think, for relationship, a lot of people are very inspiring. Not say inspiring, very open at sharing and stuff like that. So yeah, there are also a lot of how should I put it, comedy kind of thing, how they met each other. And on the other hand, there are also quite a substantial number of people sharing their not so desirable how should I put it, cases and stuff like that. So yeah, I do understand where things are coming from, but I think I also try to reply a few in the sense that looking at things from perhaps another perspective, then yeah, it will be much better. Because mm, for any relationship, what I feel personally, it takes both party to actually to reciprocate. If you've got only one party that is actually initiating a lot of things, the other party is not so willing, then it's more of like a one-sided thing. And yeah, it's either you clarify and then you find out if the other party is still, interested. If the other party didn't reject nor accept on whichever thing, then you will have to decide whether it's worthwhile to continue doing so, or yeah, you understand what I mean, in the sense that you need to seek clarity, in the sense that whether you want to move forward or you want to put it on hold, or if the other party didn't reject you, but didn't really accept because I think he or she may need a bit more time. I think that's pretty fair as well. So at least you know at which phase of the relationship you are at. Yeah. So yeah, red lights again. Thankfully, yeah, I guess. So I can't ever talk to girls like for me I get nervous and I can't think. I'm really worried about rejection. Yeah, I mean rejection, everybody also will have this form of fear for rejection. I think uh yeah, quite a handful of them actually mention about the same thing about rejection as well. It's like, if you hang out and if you don't really make any major move or questioning, right? Then you guys can still go out, like nothing has happened before, and stuff like that. But once you bring in that specific questions, if let's say you're rejected, then you will feel awkward the next time round when you're out. This is very, very true. So a lot of them procrastinated, a lot of them in the sense that they feared rejection, they didn't really want to take that step. In case the other party wouldn't want to advance, then you will feel quite awkward in that sense. But who knows? The thing is that there's always two sides to it. What if the other party, is waiting for you, for longest period of time and you never pop the question and stuff like that? So there's always a 50-50 chance. But how do you increase your 50-50 chance to a more higher percentage? Then that's where your observation of the other party comes into play. Like, for example, whatever things that you do, how is he or she reacting to it? Is it, I can't exactly explain how it is, but it's more of like, um, how should I put it? Um, Rejection? No. It's like, how comfortable are you with him or her, and also the other way around, like how comfortable is he or she with you and stuff like that. Are you all sharing more, so-called more, I wouldn't really say secrets, but more of like personal stuff, like for example sharing of your own family members, or your brother and sisters issue, or parents, or you have got discussion that is actually very much close to his or her heart and stuff like that. Then that's where you know that, if someone who is really willing to open up his or her family issues and stuff like that to you, then you may be so-called considered as a close family member and stuff like that. Yeah, this is just like an example. It may not be 100%, but I mean, if we have been um, going through all this, you will have some telltale sign whether are you being accepted or not. But having said that, sometimes you may feel that he or she is very, very close to you. You can talk about anything under the sun. You can actually talk about very intimate stuff as well. But at the end of the day, you know, when you pop that question, they say, "Oh, look, we are like very close friends, but I don't really, have the idea or intention to go further than close friends." Yeah, there are such things as well. So yeah, so it really depends on how you accepted it. But of course, the story doesn't end there, because there are also scenarios where there are people who actually still continue to put in the effort to show the care and concern, and to treat the other person as your partner, your other half. So as time goes along, then that's a fairy tale ending lah, if let's say things work out well. But there's also cases where you put in all the time and effort, but it doesn't come to fruition, and he or she is with someone else. So it really depends on how much of your effort you want to put in and stuff like that. So there's no absolute kind of thing. And relationship is something in which you have to walk yourself to experience it, and yeah, you can sort of like share with your friends to get opinions, to get you know other people's point of view and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's still how you want um, to how should I put it, to look into the so-called the I don't know, because once I come to a live stream, right, all of a sudden all the words are lost. I don't know if let's say you've got the same experience or not, but yeah, when you're doing a live stream, seems like all your vocab and grammar and all the words, all everything that you have with you normally, they are just like they're off, right? But I'm sure you understand where I'm going into, and yeah, so hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say as well, right? Yeah, we are still on the topic on relationship. That's fascinating. Or shall we change the topic to something else? Right. Um, yeah, I'm on this stretch of road. There's actually it's kind of like a flyover where there isn't any lights, but it's coming to the end of it already. So I should be coming to a set of traffic lights soon. So just keep the chat going. I will look into them in a short while, right? So give me a moment. I think there are a few people who just joined in. So welcome to the stream. Yes, you can actually feel free to talk about anything. Just put your comments in the chat function itself, or if you would like to talk to me on Discord, feel free to do so as well. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how I can actually amplify the Discord channel, the voice function of it. But actually, I've thought about it already. Probably I know what to do, but yeah, I really need to really try it out on any of the live stream sessions so that I can actually uh, sort it out, get it working again. Right. So yeah, okay, I'm down. So let's see. Yes, I've got red lights coming in, but it just turned green in my favor. Okay, let's see. 6:47. Will you turn red? No, it seems I've got a series of red in front, but then the thing is that they will turn green. Oh, yeah. The next one turned green. This set's just turned green. All right, the next set in front just turned green as well. So just bear with me for a moment. Yeah, so sorry. Right. So at the end of the day, I still think relationship problem is easier to to share and discuss because it's something that's actually quite yeah. If I talk about anything like for example just now I talk about iPhone release and stuff like that, if let's say you're an Android user, then yeah, there's nothing much you want to talk about, right? Yeah, the whole sets of lights in front of me all just turned green, and yep, so I'll have to proceed. I think probably I want to find somewhere to stop, or yeah. So is this set of lights green? So is this upcoming set of lights is green? It's green throughout. So uh, okay, never mind. We just continue. Yes, one set of lights just turned red. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I just turn here and I will be encountering the red light. Yes, finally. I'm so sorry, Void. So let me run through again. A so I can't even talk to this like yes, I guess I'm just really worried about rejection, so I don't confront about relationship. Yeah. I'm worried because it's like in see this person again. So I don't know, I just don't want to risk it. Yeah, that's my worries. She won't feel the same, and it's hard to feel that, yeah. You need to find topics that both parties will find interesting to discuss. Yes, definitely. I mean, if let's say you are out for, if you're out on a date, if you're watching movies and stuff like that, there must be certain common uh, interests or certain common topics that you guys can actually talk about. Then it will be more engaging, right? So there's no hard and fast rule on how you want to attempt, excuse me, on relationship and stuff like that. There's no standard format of approaching and stuff like that. So no two relationship are the same. Um, in fact, what I feel is that there isn't any perfect relationship to begin with. For any relationship, there must be bound to have, I would say, disagreement. That's where both parties will actually voice out a lot of things. And if both parties do really listen and then try to so-called look into the I won't say problem, look into the issue and then figure things out. Then I think over time where you've got all this, it's always about, I would say in terms of relationship, it's always about the two-person, two um I wouldn't say incomplete lah, but it's actually about the two of you trying to resolve and work things together and then trying to accommodate, not really say accommodate, but to really work out a solution, not exactly solution, but to work out how the two opinions can coexist together. Wow, sounds very bombastic, but I don't know how to put it even simpler. But let me think about it. How I can actually best describe this, right? So, oh, okay. Actually, yesterday I was here, so you notice that all this lights here that I'm pointing, yeah, those are the lights for the Singapore F1 Grand Prix. So, as you know, Singapore is doing the night races, so they are actually using all these lights to light up the entire circuit. That makes it look as though it's daylight, right? Yeah. So those are the lights itself. Sorry, I digress a bit, but yeah, it's another set of lights. Then yes, you need to find a non-biased topic so both sides can discuss. Yes, correct. And most importantly, both sides have got to be open about it. So if let's say like anything that can be discussed about, then yeah, normally more often than not, if let's say both parties are actually interested in each other, if let's say any of the parties has got a different view, the other party is always more than willing to listen. But if we have got more of like a one-sided kind of thing, then the party that is actually not so willing to be involved will normally not pay too much attention to what are the things that's being said. So yeah, all these are the little telltale sign over time, over a period of time, then yeah, it's the observation. To me, it's more of like the attitude, the so-called the body language, and all these telltale signs that you can actually gather to to really find out if the other party is really interested in you or not, right? So you just need to really pay a little bit more attention, and then yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. At the end of the day, um, you have to accept what comes to you. Um, if you are facing exception, if you're accepted, it's still not end of the story because there's always a competition out there. So if you are accepted but you choose to do some stupid stuff, then you might lose it. On the other hand, you might be rejected. Rejected not because of you. It could be rejected because the timing. He or she actually requested about give it a bit more time. That doesn't mean that you have totally lost the battle. Rejected because maybe haven't made a decision yet or don't know what to do about it. It doesn't mean that you are out of the picture as yet as well. Yeah, you can see this lighting here, this one light. Let me see. Yes, let me move my finger. Yeah, this is another light. So all these light will actually throw onto the circuit itself. So it will flood the street circuit with light so they can actually see it, right? So it's actually the race is on the first weekend of October, if I'm not wrong. Right, sorry, I digress again. But yeah, so I'm trying to to capitalize on whatever thing that I can talk about. When it comes to relationship, I'm not an expert, but yeah, it feels like from the beginning of live stream until now, this topic is actually very engaging. Okay, right. So yeah, that's about relationship. So let me wait for the next sets of red lights. It's all green. And yeah, okay, let me see what else I can talk about. No, nothing much. Actually, for this entire week itself, uh, I mean, for my in terms of work related and stuff like that about social media, um, yeah, about social media, it's actually more of like the directions and stuff like that. Because as you guys might know, I'm actually um doing some social media related stuff. So yeah, it's actually looking at how the platforms has evolved, right? So it's red light now. Let's see. Both parties will discuss. Yeah, you need to find non-biased topics so both sides can discuss. Yes, right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think today I digress a lot of things because yeah, it's quite like all over the place. But anyway, um, the purpose is to actually conclude for this week. So I think I've talked a fair bit on relationship already. Wow, we are like coming 50 minutes into the live stream already. So yeah, it's always good to have some discussion. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Um, any other things that we actually haven't covered? Right. Um, yeah, I think basically I think that's about it. Um, hang on for, I think should have another, yes, it's red again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, fine, no, but I can't think of anything. Yeah, no worries, no stress, void. This is actually more of like a very casual kind of thing that's ongoing, so don't stress about it. Like, I should be the one who is stressing because I'm actually doing the live stream, and if let's say I've got nothing to say, then it will be like in a war of silence, and yeah. So you have a lot of awkward silences in the live stream itself. So which is not so desirable, but then yeah, I'm used to it because actually it's actually quite good in the sense that you're not a public figure, you're not somebody, you're not an influencer, you're not people that they look up to when it comes to streaming and stuff like that because yeah, I can afford to do all these stuff things. Ha ha ha. Well, if let's say if you're very famous and you know you're in my situation, then people will notice that how how sloppy you can be. Haha. Right, screen. I think I should. Oh, the time now is 7 p.m. local time. And yeah, I think I would just like to conclude it and then yeah, sum it up. And yeah. Hey, yeah, by the way, it's now like 3 hours in US, right? Void. Are you sleeping soon? Yeah. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, Void. Thank you so much for your support. And I think there are quite a few of you who are actually very steadily trying to to so-called get involved in the stream. But as you mentioned, if you would like to keep a behind the scene role, I do duly respect that because I'm also like behind the scene person. So don't really like to be so much in the limelight. But for this live stream, I will have to because I'm actually doing it. So yeah. Okay, so let me just stop by here. Okay, right. So yeah, let's see. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably just sum up for this week itself. So to begin with, my sincerest apologies for not being able to stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So my first stream actually went up on Friday. Uh, yeah, so it's kind of like late to start another new topic because I only have got like say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days at max for the live stream. And you guys, I just mentioned to you guys what happened yesterday. We do have a live stream yesterday. So for those who tune in, you'll be able to view it. But I think for after 1/3 of the stream, and then I've got a phone call incoming, and then that disrupted the entire live stream. Then after which the live stream was actually like a silent movie. There's nothing, there's no sound and stuff like that. So yep, with that I've decided to just delete yesterday's stream altogether. So you won't find it on Twitch and you won't find it on YouTube itself. There's, you yeah, as in like you didn't really miss anything much. For today's stream, we are like we are in a 50 over minute. I suppose by the time I end, it's about almost an hour long stream. But it's good in the sense that I can conclude the topic for this week and last week as well. Yes, and then I can actually talk to Boyd. I can also go through the technical issue that I have for last Sunday's stream with the Discord voice channel. And yeah, so I see as there are quite a few things that we can actually tackle with. And yeah, and also as I mentioned on Friday, thank you for those support that I received from some of the viewers from my other social media handlers private message. Nope, let me verify again. I'm not down with COVID, and that's why I disappeared for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yep. So yeah, thank you guys for your concern, and yeah, and what else? I think more or less it. So let me see. Yeah, yep. And then also thank you, Void, for staying up to join me live, to actually have this discussion that we have on the chat box itself. Right. Thank you so much. And yeah, what else have I missed out? Yes, maybe I use this opportunity to actually further explain more. My social media handle, if you notice, Facebook, I didn't really put my Facebook page because I think it's just a mirror image of my Instagram, so I decided to drop it totally. And for me to update anything that is probably nitty-gritty personal updating, I'll probably go over to Twitter, but I'm not so active yet, so I'm trying to pick it up. For my Instagram, my last post is on May, and there are a lot of people saying that, have I not stopped going around taking photos? Unfortunately, yes, because I'm actually involved in quite a few things at the moment. So once things are cleared up, I will try to go around taking photos again and to upload onto Instagram. And also at the same time, like what I mentioned to you guys about social media platforms and stuff like that. So Facebook and Instagram, they belong to the same family. And it seems like Instagram nowadays, there are a lot of not say unwanted, but there's a lot of sponsored feed. You don't really get the people that you're following and stuff like that. So there's a kind of like some algorithm messed up. And also they are trying to change the dimension from they're going to do vertical videos and stuff like that. They're trying to mimic another platform, but lose their identity. So there's something in which a lot of people have been talking about. So with that, I've also quietly reactivated my another social media platform that is not so well known or established, but it's called Vero, VRO. So for those who are interested, yeah, it's somewhat like, to me, it's somewhat like Instagram. You can actually just share photos and purely you the people you're following and seeing their feed, not so much on sponsored ads that they are forcing you to see certain things in which you might be interested, but you may be not, and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's about Instagram. So let me just quickly go over it. And TikTok as well. I think the emerging trend for this part of the area is going to be more and more on TikTok itself. So for my TikTok currently, I'm doing more on music and stuff like that, background music and whichever. So I didn't take it too seriously initially, but now it looks like I will probably need to look into it. So the thing is that right now, yeah, I might need to. That's one thing I dreaded to do, to get people to actually start to follow me on TikTok so that I can actually reach 1,000 before I can do live stream. That's the prerequisite for TikTok itself. So let me figure out what I can do. So I think you might see a change in direction on my TikTok itself. So yeah, that's moving forward what to do. And then yeah, as usual, Discord, I want to clear it up. I want to tidy it up, but I always haven't got the time to do it. So sad. And yeah, Twitch. I think for Twitch itself is pretty stable. I will just continue to do this mobile live stream as much as I can. But having this week, you notice that I didn't really stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday itself already. So yeah, I need to be more disciplined to do this. Right. Yep. Okay. I think that's quite sum up the entire thing already. So yeah, I think that that is pretty much it. And tomorrow is Monday, and hopefully I can actually have a good topic for us to kickstart the new week itself. Tomorrow, probably the stream will be in the late afternoon. Yeah, I think in the late afternoon, because in the evening I think I won't be available. In the morning I won't be available. The only time is probably afternoon and late afternoon. So that's the timing that I can actually more or less confirm. So if you would like to find out more, you can actually go to my Discord server. I will put under the events, and I will actually put it as a status as well. So yeah, you will see whether I'm going live or whichever thing. And yeah, let me do one last check. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, thanks Void for joining me, and thank you for all those who just tune in, who just view it, or for those who are watching this as a replay. Yeah, feel free to drop in your comments and stuff like that. Then I will try to improve the channel as much as I can. And oh, what else do I have missed out? I think that's more or less it. So yeah, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys the next time I come online. Thank you. Have a great Sunday evening. Right. It's back to work tomorrow on a Monday. Haha. Okay, I'm not so evil, but then the thing is that yeah, face the reality. It's back to work for most of you on a Monday, but hang in there. Things will be better. Right. Okay, enough. See you guys the next time. Bye.